Thank you for joining me for this workout. So today we're going to be focusing on a posterior chain, which is the back of the body. So we're going to be starting on the hands and knees. We're going to do a little traction and release into the shoulders. So all I want you to do is drop down into the shoulder blades and then push up to a neutral position. So we're just going to do a couple of these to warm up into the shoulders, get those joints moving. Start focusing on the core engagement as we lift up away from the floor. So I want you to sink down and lift up. It's a very small movement. Good. So we're retracting down and pushing back up. Let's do one more. And now we're going in the opposite direction. So now I want you to push away from the floor. We're taking the shoulders past that neutral and then dropping it down to the neutral position. And again, pushing up and back to the parallel. So because it's a small movement that we're focusing on, I want you to really start getting that core engaged, start waking it up and up. And one more. And now we're going to do both. So we're going to inhale down, drop between the shoulder blades, and exhale, push away all the way up. Inhale down and exhale up. Think long neck. So the back of the neck is at a straight line. So you might feel like you're dipping your chin down a little bit, which is perfectly fine. So I want you to think of it if you were lying on your back and the back of your head was pressing into the floor, you would have a natural little tilt down with the chin. One more. Good. From there, you're going to take the left arm, you're going to place it behind the hand behind the head. You're going to inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, lower that elbow down. And again, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and down. One more. Focus on the breathing. Good. We're going to take that same arm out above our head. As you exhale, I want you to lengthen it to your side. Inhale up and exhale down. And up and lower. Two more. Lengthening through the spine. Pushing that supporting hand into the floor. Good. And all the way back down. We go to the other side. Right hand behind the head. Inhale. Reach that arm up. And exhale. Dip it down. We're keeping the hips parallel. So the rotation is only happening midline of the back and up. Down. Inhale, open, and exhale down. Two more. Try not to cut the breath short. So really open and inhale as much as you can. Expand the ribs and down. Good. We're going to take that arm out above the head. Exhale, pull down to the side. Inhale up and exhale down. So while we're pushing that supporting hand into the floor, I want you to make sure that that elbow is not locked or hyperextended. So have a look at the elbow. If you do feel that it is bending a little bit too far back, I want you to do a tiny little bend in that elbow. Your bicep should kick in. Your shoulder should kick in. It's less of a balance and more of a work in that supporting arm. One more. And lower down. Good. We're going to round up through the spine, pull the chin to the chest, and extend. Gently lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. One more. Rounding up through that lower back. So really get that lower back mobilizing. And uncurl. We're going to take the spine to a neutral, and we're going to lie down on the tummy. Okay, so you're just going to lower down. Arms are going to be at 90 degrees on either side of you. Your forehead is touching the floor. As you exhale, you are going to lift the arms both up and inhale, lower down. So while the arms are moving, I want you to Tilt the pelvis, push the pubic bone down into the floor so the lower back has a nice long line. Feel like your sitting bones are tracking parallel there. So as we keep that posture in the core, we exhale, arms up, and inhale, lower down. Exhale up, and inhale down. So I want you to try and lift those arms at the same time. The head is staying down. It's just the shoulder joints that are moving. And up and lower. 3 more. And 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up. From there, as you exhale, you're going to extend the arms out and inhale back. So the head is still just off the floor or touching. And back to the 90. Pull back. Engage the abdominals. Make sure that the core is activated. You're pressing the pubic bone down towards the floor. 2 more. And last one. Good. And lower those arms down. We're going to keep the palms pressing into the floor. From there, as you exhale, you're going to lift the body up and control. Inhale as you lower, engaging the abdominals. So I want you to feel that lift in the belly as you're lowering down. Up and control it down. So there's no collapse. Lift. Lower. 1 more. And lift. Control it down. Good. Okay, we're going to have the forehead back down to the floor. Right hand is pressing into the floor. The left arm is going to do all the work. We're going to exhale that arm up and inhale down. 1 arm at a time. There's still pressure of that right hand into the floor. So the right side of the body is still active. You're lifting up in the abdominals. You're lengthening down through the pelvis. Sitting bones are shooting directly behind you. 2 more. And last one, hold that arm up. As you exhale, you're going to extend that arm out and inhale, pull it back to the 90. Exhale out and in. Let's do 2 more. Lengthen. And last one, hold it out. We're going to extend that arm out to the side and up to the top. The right hand still has pressure into it. I'm tilting my pubic bone down into the floor. My posture is as still and as strong as it can be. I'm really trying to put the work all into this left arm, in the shoulder, all the way through to the fingertips. 2. And last one. 1. All the way down. Bend and release. We go other side. So now we're pushing that left hand into the floor. Exhale the right arm up. Inhale it down. So whether your head, your forehead is touching the floor or just off, I want you to make sure you have a nice long neck. So there shouldn't be any tension behind the neck at all. 2 more. And last one. Good. From there, we're going to extend it out and pull it back in. Left hand is pressing into the floor. I'm trying to keep my weight distributed between my hips and my legs so that I'm not leaning over to the one side more than the other. And in. 3 more. 2. And last one, we hold it out. We lengthen along the side, all the way back up to the top. And again, down and up. Down. 3. And 2. Good. Last one. Out. All the way. Pull it back in. Lower down and rest there for a second. Good. We can just push back into child's pose, releasing the lower back. Take a deep breath. Good. We're going to go back into that posture, lying down on the tummy. Now we're going to have the hands underneath the forehead. So we're going to press the forehead down into the fingertips, engaging the abdominals, tilting the pubic bone down into the floor like we did previously. But now we're going to lift and lower the legs. So I want you to think of that glute hammy intersection, this area right under the crease of the bum. That's where we're going to lift from. As you exhale, you're going to engage your core. Think of lifting that hip flexor off the floor and engaging that crease underneath the bum. And inhale, lower it back down. Other side, exhale, lift, and lower. So if we're really focusing on keeping the pelvis in that neutral position with that slight tilt down to get it into the neutral and the core is engaged, then you won't be able to lift the leg very high, which is 100% okay. We're focusing on control and activation in and around the hip and the glute. Good. One more each side. Lift and lower. Last one. Good. We're going to go to that first leg. We're going to lift it up. And we're going to go into small little circles in one direction. Breathe through it. Good. Keep going. Nothing else should move. Feel like I'm standing behind you and pulling that leg away from you. And change direction. Breathe through it. Core is lifted. Shoulders are lengthened away from the ears. And slowly lower that leg down. Other side. Engage the abdominals. Make sure the hips are in the right alignment. And we go circle. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. Lengthening the back of the knee as much as you can. Again, it doesn't have to have extreme height. One more. In. And out. And change direction. The other leg is just lengthened along the floor. Good. 3, 2, and last one. And out. And lengthen that leg back down. We are going to pulse the leg in with a pointed foot, a flexed foot, and then we're going to lengthen it down. We go point and flex down. So it's a half pulse that we're doing. Point, flex, down. We're just warming up the back of the legs. We are going to do this in a lifted upper body position. Squeeze the glutes in, release. Point that foot away from you. Make that leg work. It's very easy to just collapse through the movement and not really feel much happening. So I want you to put the work into the back of that leg as much as you can. And last one. Good. From there, we're going to go up onto the elbows. So elbows are directly under the shoulders. So 2 postures here. One where you're sinking down into the shoulders and into the abdominals and the hips. This is not where we want to be. So we can start here, but then I want you to engage the lats, push the hands into the floor, and really lift up and support the upper body. So it's nice and strong and well held here. And we go back into the double pulse. We pulse, pulse, lengthen down. Pulse, pulse, lengthen down. So I want you to feel that the energy is flowing out through the top of the head and the back of the foot. So through the toes as you lengthen down. We have a 2-way pull happening from the center of the body. Upper body is going away from you in that direction. Legs are moving behind you. And extend. One more each side. Pulse, pulse, lengthen. Pulse, pulse, lengthen. Good. We're going to slowly lower back down. Forward onto the hands again. We're going to flex the one leg up. As you exhale, you're going to lift the knee off the floor. And then we're going to rotate. And we're just going to aim to tap the foot behind you. back to the top, and lower down, and again. Flex the foot up, lift, and up and over. Back and down, lengthen, flex, lift, up and over. Use those hips. Try keep the elbows down so that the movement is happening from the waist down. Last one, and rotate. Oop, nice little click. And lower other side. We flex that foot, lift, and reach up and over. Good. And again, flex, lift, up and over, and lower, flex. We're going to do 2 more of these. And last one, up and over, and lower down. Good. We're going to go back to that first position with the leg flexed. As you exhale, we're going to lift that foot up off the floor. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Again, we're pushing the hip into the floor, lengthening away from the hip flexor, and the crease under the bum is where we're lifting from. Activating and lifting. Elbows are pushing down into the floor. Neck is nice and long. And up. 3 more. 1, 2, and last one. We hold that leg up. Keep the foot fixed to this position. We're going to open the knee and close the knee. Open and close. So the trick here is to keep that foot fixed in the same position, and that knee just opens and closes underneath it. 3, 2, and last one. 1, hold it up, lengthen it out, bend it in, lengthen out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8, all the way out, lower down, and other side. Flex that leg up, exhale, lift from that hip, and lower, and lift, and lower. Pulsing it up, small, slow pulses. And we go. 3, 2, last one, hold it up, fix that foot where it is, and we open up the hip and close. Open, close. So there's a small rotation in that hip. Close the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and leg out, and bend it back in. Out, in. 3, 4, 5, almost there. 6, 7, last one, my ankle doesn't know what it's doing. 8, and lengthen it out, and lower down, and rest. Good. We're going to push back into the child's pose, engaging the abdominals, pushing back, rounding through the lower back. Take a deep breath, and 1 more. Good, and rest there. Good. Okay, so that was a quick little 20-minute posterior chain strengthening workout. I love these quick little ones that we can add into bigger workouts. So if you know you're going to be targeting your hammies and your glutes that day, this is a good exercise to do, or a good little workout to do as a warm-up before a class like that, or just for continuing, strength training. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon.